Hello, another house renovation update video. I think this is the fifth one. I promise you now, this is the last one relating to all of the prep work for the wet underfloor heating. There's just so much to get right before you can even lay the pipe. So let me show you what we've been up to this week. If you're watching on YouTube Shorts, then I'll link it here. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, go check out my channel. Then you would have seen that the latest I got to with the floor was that I had all of the insulation cut, levelling strips fixed down. The aim was always for the insulation to look like this so that it fits snugly in each section, but that didn't always happen. So in the places where there were gaps, we've just sprayed some expanding foam to fill those gaps, and we can just use a knife to cut away all of the excess. Some of the gaps behind the noggins against the wall, we had to cut slivers of this insulation, but then it was going to drop down. So we used offcuts to sort of pin those bits of insulation into place while we sprayed the foam around it. The other part of the prep work this week has been making sure there's a clean route between the boiler flow and return pipes and the cupboard under the stairs where the mixing valve and manifold for the underfloor heating will go. So what I've done is I've drilled two separate holes and then put some 32mm pipe to act as a sleeve through there, and then we've sprayed some more expanding foam for those to set into place. Then when this is cured, we'll cut these flush with here. And when we run the 22mm pert pipe through, it's going to come along here. We can loop it gently round, and then on the wall, we can convert it back into copper so that it can be fed into the 2-port valve, the mixing valve, and the manifold. And then when that's all ready, we can finally move on to running the wet underfloor heating pipes, initially just for the kitchen. Then we'll empty this room, put the kitchen back in the kitchen so that this floor can be lifted to run the other loop. But I think we're pretty well prepared. I did a LiDAR scan of the kitchen before all of this so we could work out how much pipe to buy, and I've plotted the routes of each of the loops. But that's all only on paper, and I have a feeling it might be a little more complicated than I'm accepting. So if anyone's got any tips of doing between joist wet underfloor heating, then let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it, because this is the 27th of November. I haven't started yet, so any tips you give me, I will be seeing before I get going. But anyway, thank you for watching through. Sorry it was late, and I'll see you in the next one. Or my next long form video is Sunday. I don't know what that date will be. Will it be the 31st? I think so. Bye.